I do want to welcome in Scott Tranter with Decision Desk HQ advisor there. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about Ohio, that major battleground. What is the latest data saying about the Senate race there?
So right now, based off all the polling and fundraising we have J.D. Vance at a 60% chance of winning. But given the fact that former President Donald Trump won it by 9 points, that's incredibly close.
Also, a tightening race in Pennsylvania right now. What does your data show there?
Data there shows that Mehmet Oz is still favored to win, especially given the fundraising and polling, but he has given up a lot of ground in the last couple of weeks, and there's that big debate coming up here soon. So we'll see. That'll probably break some of the undecideds a little bit.
So far, have debates actually been making a difference in polling and data?
You know what? It'll be interesting to see. I know there was one last week in Texas, and we have yet to see any polling come out of that. I think the most highly anticipated one is the one you guys have this Friday.
Absolutely.
Walker and Warnock. I'm going to be watching that one, and I don't even get to vote in that race. And I think a lot of people will, especially given where the polling is. So, yeah, we think debates are going to have an impact, and, you know, it's going to be a big 2 weeks for these candidates as they roll out.
Absolutely, especially because we haven't heard much from Warnock's camp so far as the scandal has played out for Walker. It'll be interesting to see if he does jump on it or how he does address it for his competitor. Do we have any updated information or polling or data from Georgia that reflects the scandal that's ongoing right now, or not yet?
Haven't seen any polling yet, and if I did, I'd want to see a few more days because the news was still coming out over the weekend. And I think, you know, given where the campaigns are, fundraising numbers are due in a couple of days. Really need to see some polling next week to see what happens right after the debate. But the polling that came out right before had the race essentially tied.
I see. When it comes to control of the Senate overall, what are we seeing right now?
So right now, Decision Desk HQ predicts about a 65% chance that the Democrats keep the Senate with a 51-49 advantage. That does not include Vice President Kamala Harris's tie-breaking vote, which won't be necessary if they win 51 seats. And that's surprising. If you would have asked me that question 6 months ago, we would have put probably about a 65% chance the Republicans were going to win the Senate. So it just gives you an idea of how the last 6 months have gone.
Yeah, the red tide not quite coming to fruition. What about on the House side? What are the predictions there?
So on the House side, it looks a lot better for the Republicans. Right now, we're projecting about a 229-seat majority for the Republicans. And for those of you who fell asleep in civics class, that's an 11-seat majority, which is relatively thin. The Democrats have more seats than that now, and so I think the Republicans would really like to see it in the 230s to 235. But again, fundraising in the polling environment hasn't been as good for the Republicans as we have seen in the last few months.
Now, what is driving shifts right now? What is top of mind for voters in this moment?
So right now, at least nationally, it is approval rating of the president, which is not very good for him, especially in an off year. But tied with that, inflation has certainly been a thing. You know, as we've seen in the NewsNation polls, we've seen over the last 6 months that is the #1 issue. Abortion is certainly playing out locally in some of these races, especially down in Georgia, and places like Texas and Nevada. But really, it is these local issues, these state-specific issues we see in these midterm elections, with inflation overriding over the top.
Of course, inflation. I mean, when it hits your wallet every single day at the gas station, at the grocery store, you really feel it. Scott Tranter, a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And also, remember, you can catch tonight's Ohio Senate debate on newsnationnow.com/debate night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Also, tune in this Friday. Scott and I will be watching October 14th, 6 p.m. Eastern for the Georgia Senate debate. Debate Night in America will be hosted by Leland Bittert live from Savannah. And afterwards, Chris Cuomo has live analysis and reaction. That is only on NewsNation.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.